Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with another reading. This reading was requested by, I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce this right, Tiwari. I could be wrong, forgive me if I'm wrong. 3714. Okay, so if you requested this reading, shout out to you. I think you're one of my subscribers all the way from India, so shout out to India. You wanted to know more like a career reading, when will financial situations improve, things like that. So I'm going to do a career reading. I actually had an urge to do a reading like that, so it's kind of nice that you requested it. So with that being said, I just want to say massive thank you to each and every one of you who are continuously supporting this channel. I do see this channel growing. I do see this channel thriving, and I'm extremely grateful. And for those of you who are continuously supporting my other channel, Awkward Confidence, it really does mean the world to me. Thank you so much, okay? And if you don't know what that channel is and you're new here, feel free to stalk me, okay? I'm not even going to promote what I do. Just find out for yourself. So I have 4 piles today. We have pile 1 with the Maktoub. We have pile 2 with the Transcendence. We have pile 3 with the Partnership. And we have pile 4 with the Modern. So go ahead and pick your piles and I'm going to start. Okay, so for pile 1 is 1 minute and 39 seconds. You guys chose Maktoub. Okay, so this is a card about destiny. This is a card about going with the flow because you know whatever's destined for you will be. So let's see. We have transformation. Change is the natural order of things. Don't be afraid of the unknown. So what comes up must come down. If you are currently in a financial fix, you know, you're struggling financially, you're not going to be staying in that same spot forever. You're going to get out of that difficulty, okay? Change is on the way. And sometimes it's scarier to feel like, oh my God, like I don't know what to expect with this new change coming in, because you may have sensed a shift, okay? Embrace it because it's actually going to be beneficial for you, okay? We do have the skunk and the magnolia, which is protection. We have the rising, okay, the phoenix rising, renewal, resilience, rebirth. We have the 10 of cups, which is water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have fire sign energy with the 9 of wands, and then we have the ace of swords, which is, well, this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? And then we have ace of swords, which is air sign energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So let's see your finances. So I'm getting at the moment, you guys could be going through a little bit of instability only because we have transformation. And in order for something to transform, is going to be completely different to what's happening. And I feel like you will get finances coming in. So that kind of leaves me to assume that maybe you guys are struggling to keep up with your finances, or you may feel like there's just too many debts to pay out, there's too many things to attend to. It's been challenging, let's put it that way. With this 9 of wands, it's been challenging, okay? But you guys have been hanging in there quite strong. Because even with the ace of swords, it is a challenge. And I feel like even to get to the next step, even to transform and increase in your finances is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I'm just going to be honest, right? But you don't realize you're being protected from things. So say, for example, if you're someone who you're out of work and you're kind of living on your savings, or even if you're living paycheck to paycheck or whatever, and you've been applying for bigger positions, better roles, or if you're unemployed, roles at all, and you haven't been getting the roles that you've been applying for, you don't know that you're being protected from some sort of toxic work environment. And you could also be being protected from being fired, especially if you're someone who does things by the book. You may encounter a lot of toxic work environments that require everyone to kind of be sneaky with each other, and you're being protected from that. Can we clarify protection? Yeah, with the Chariot and the Sun card, there's some sort of like hasty decision that is being prevented, because the Chariot is all about moving fast, and then the Sun is like, you know, being happy about moving fast. I'm getting, there's a reason why things had to be stagnant for so long, but they are going to pick up out of the blue, okay? They are going to pick up, but you have been prevented from having to go through that, because we do have the Ace of Cups here. So you will be offered a position that is higher. You will be often a position in general if you don't work. But the reason why you had to wait so long for your finances to improve is because there was something to do with being protected from something. But I'm also getting overall in that time while you're being protected and while you're waiting, there was some sort of character shift, character change that you needed to embark on in order to be ready for this position of work. So say, for example, again, I know I talk a lot about myself. I mean, it is my channel, why not? But I feel like it does serve a purpose because I was in a position at some point in my life where after working as a teacher for the first year, I eventually left that job because, again, it had too much work politics and too much drama. And I mean, I wasn't involved in any drama, but I just didn't want to be in an environment that had drama. I didn't want to be attached to it. And on top of that, it was a really like religious, faith-based kind of school. And I don't really roll like that, if I'm going to be honest. I don't like being restricted. And at the same time, you shouldn't disrespect other people's beliefs. So it's kind of like I'd rather work in a school that I'm a lot more aligned with than work in a school that I'm not really the most aligned with, you know? So I kind of saw it in that kind of way. But there was a lot of workplace drama, a lot of gossip, also a lot of abuse. And I just, yeah, it just wasn't for me. And I just couldn't really be my authentic self. I felt very restricted and I was not really supported. So I left. And when I left, I did a lot of reflection. And I kind of realized that, okay, cool. I want to leave and work somewhere I'm more aligned to. But I struggled to find a job for a long time when I was a teacher. And this was even during the time where I wasn't even doing tarot. Like I took a break off of this channel and I didn't post for like a year or two. And I had got pregnant, you know, with my second child. And I thought, you know what, let me just take care of my child. You know, in the meantime, let me just raise a baby, you know, let me extend my family. Why not? I mean, I have the time to now. But part of me felt like, okay, what can I take away from that situation at work? I needed support because I was a new teacher. I was fresh out of uni. And I was thrown into the deep end and my experience was cut short due to COVID. So I really did not know what the hell I was doing. And I remember being very lenient. I did not have a backbone. I was not assertive in any sort of way. And I just couldn't really find myself. You know, I hadn't developed a sense of security in who I was. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just going with what society expected of me. So, yeah, I was kind of lost. I think I was like 22. So then I decided that, okay, you know what, you know, I'm pregnant. Let me take care of my babies and just kind of like see what happens in the future. Maybe I'll return back to teaching, which I did in the end. And during this time period, I had been tested outside of work. So in my relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, just anyway, I kept being forced to like kind of develop a sense of confidence and develop a sense of assertiveness and develop a sense of footing and just, you know, asserting myself. And I had to learn the hard way. And even though this has nothing to do with work, it actually built up a lot of my character. And I was leaning more towards my creative pursuits. So my music, dance and podcasts and taking all sorts of opportunities elsewhere, whilst being able to take care of my children. And in that time, I realized after like, okay, now I'm back to work as a teacher, but I realized when I wasn't working as a teacher, I was building up all of those skills and those requirements that you need in order to be a good leader, in order to be a good teacher, because majority of teaching is classroom management. It's not just about, oh, 1 + 1 is 2. Like you actually have to take control of a classroom. And you have to do a good job at it because the responsibility relies on you. If your kids fail, it's your fault, unfortunately, you know? So by the time I returned back to teaching, which was not actually that long ago, it was literally just last year, I was a complete different human being. So in that time of waiting, wanting a job, failing to get a job anywhere, I thought, you know what, maybe I should give up. I realized that no, I needed to go through this character development. So I was being tested in everywhere. People were being horrible, disrespectful towards me, walking all over me. And then I realized, no, like I don't want to put up with this anymore. Like I want to be assertive and I want to make my boundaries known. And the more I tapped into that sort of part of my journey, Then I was ready to go back to work. So then now I'm back to work as a teacher in a completely different school. And now it's like I walk into a classroom, I command that respect. I'm like, no, we're going to learn today. I have authority here, you know? And I wasn't like this in my first year of teaching. I was very lenient. I was pretty much a pushover. And children do not respond well to gentle teaching. They want a teacher that is actually strict. They don't actually want a teacher that is gentle, because they won't respect them and they will walk all over them, okay? So the reason why I brought this long ass story up is because if some of you are not working right now and you're wondering, why am I not getting the position I want? Why am I not working at all? And things like that. It's because in this time period, you're being asked to like change something about yourself in order to prepare for what you're actually going to receive. So some of you, if you are trying to apply for a job that requires you to be a bit more hands-on, adaptable, or take a leadership sort of role, or command a level of respect, or you've got to be a bit more confident in your role, you're going to be tested in your life a lot before you get that role, before you're given that role, because you're going to have to deserve it, right? You're going to have to feel like, yeah, I feel a bit more secure in my role. So don't look at it as you're in a waiting period where things are struggling if you're not working, okay? But if you are working and you are trying to apply for jobs that have more income, and you feel like the work that you're doing doesn't give you enough money to live on and survive on, in this time you're being tested in order to experiment with your creativity skills, in terms of like, okay, I can monetize this, I can monetize that. Okay, let me try and develop this sort of skill, refine this sort of skill, so that when I'm able to attain this position, I'm ready, you know? But I'm also getting protection from potential workplace gossip and workplace drama, okay? Because some of you guys could have applied to other places or other departments, even within the same place, and you are being protected from a lot of that. So if you are currently suffering with that, where like there's a lot of workplace drama, you don't realize that it's actually part of that journey of, you know, character building, okay? And that is the reason why things are being a little bit slowed down. I'm not getting that there's anyone blocking your financial abundance. I don't think it's like any evil eye right now, because with the Maktoub, it's giving you are destined to get out of this drama, okay? You're being tested, okay? This transformation is to prepare you. Even the financial burdens and struggles, it's like you're being tested in ways where, okay, you need to be more resourceful, you need to be able to save. It's natural for things to take a bit of a shift. But you're also being encouraged to not put all your eggs into one basket. So even developing another sense of a side hustle so that you have something to fall back on, okay? But you're going to pass through this. We do have the Phoenix rising, renewal, resilience, rebirth. You're going to go through a lot of changes that are going to prepare you for your position in life. And you will be feeling happier with this 10 of Cups, okay? But it's teaching you to be more of like a warrior. I'm not a wounded warrior, even though I did hear it in my head. It's almost like you're being this warrior where like, okay, cool, like it's going to take a lot to get me to give up on this. I'm not giving up on this, but it will come with a few challenges. I do see your finances increasing between now and August time. I do see a lot of change picking up, but good change. But it doesn't mean it's going to come without any challenges. I must be honest, okay? But it's going to require you to speak up when you need to, and it's also going to require you to be a bit tactful when it comes to that, okay? But between now and August time is when I sense that there's going to be a lot of improvement, okay? But I'm going to move on to the next pile. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me. And if you want to join my membership, it starts at £2.99, okay? I'm going to move on to pile 2. So pile 2 is 14 minutes. You guys chose Transcendence. So let's see. Alchemy, using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secrets. Transform the situation. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm not going to lie. I never looked at the word alchemy in that sort of way. Or at least that's not the way I use it in. So, We have public face. Follow your heart. Become who you want to be. Earn a reputation. It's okay to be yourself. Oh, okay. We have the crow and the dogwood, intelligence. We have the sacred mandala, unity, completedness, focus. Oh, for some of you, I'm getting this. If you, okay, this is a pile that I'm getting that you have a job. Okay, it's not just like I'm struggling financially. I may be unemployed. I'm not getting that with this pile. I got it a bit with pile one, but with pile two, you guys have a job, but there could be a lot of drama that happens at work, or just kind of like workplace issues that make you want to leave the job or move departments or something like that. For some of you, it's more like self-employment, where you're trying to build a name for yourself, because we do have public face, and you're kind of questioning whether you'll be able to succeed, whether you actually reach your goals and be destined to what you're meant to be. Okay, if you do have a 9 to 5 kind of job, I do sense that you do stand out a lot at workplace. It does make people kind of look at you some type of way. I don't know if it's something physical or if it's like an energy thing, but you do. For some of you, don't assimilate. that's one thing. Some of you are a bit overqualified for what you're doing. I can't lie. You're very intelligent. Yeah, but anyways, I'll continue. We have air sign energy with the 2 of Swords, with the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then we have the Strength card, which is Leo. You may come across as very stoic at workplace. I'm not gonna lie. Like with the King of Swords energy and the 2 of Swords, like you always look like you're just kind of like, I'm here to make money and that's all. I am getting that you are, no matter what workplace you go to, you are going to stand out, if not physically, like energetically. So just be aware of that. But if you're going to have a reputation, at least have a great one, you know. So even if you are the sore thumb, even if you do stick out, make sure you do a mighty good job at what you do, because it's going to earn you that level of respect. Because no one can talk down on you. No one can say shit about you if you're doing your job extremely and exceptionally well, you know. Can't get the words out, Mercury retrograde. But I'm getting like some of you guys may tap into a more spiritual sense. So you may, I don't know, I'm being drawn to talk about Hinduism. I'm not Hindu, but I'm getting a vibe of someone like praying to a certain god for prosperity. Okay, it's very specific, and I think it's because I've subconsciously linked it with alchemy. Okay, because learning God's secrets, occult, witchcraft, things like that transform the situation. So I'm getting you guys may, and not everyone here, but you may tap into spiritual suits. If you're Christian, you may decide to use prayer, and you may decide to fast. Same with Muslims, you may decide to pray and do certain verses that can help you with your financial situation and with your work situation overall. I'm getting you guys are intelligent, but it's not just talking about the skills that you do at work. I'm also getting it's more of a case of like, you know how to work smart. You like to use both like physical work, mental work, as well as spiritual work in order to help you. Unity, completeness, focus. You guys could be feeling a bit overworked, and at times you wonder like, okay, is this the career for me? Will I be able to get what I'm trying to work towards? I do get transcendence, where there's going to be a lot of change within your work. So I do want more clarification, because I'm getting more about you. I'm not really getting much finances specifically. So can we clarify transcendence? Can we clarify transcendence? Okay, you will be getting your wishes fulfilled with this 9 of Cups energy. The wheel's going to work in your favor, especially if you've been wanting a raise, or if you want to do something self-employed, where you're not working for anybody. It is going to require you to make a name for yourself. It's going to require you to establish something for yourself. It's not really a good idea, at least for the time being, to start a business with someone else. It's good to do this alone, but do network if you are doing something that is self-employed. And you're going to earn a reputation of yourself that comes with the right connections, okay? Some of you are tapping into prayer, manifestation, and rituals that are going to help you, because you kind of hold the knowledge, the sacred knowledge, you know, as what's coming here to get what you want. But you may feel that like things are moving a bit slow when it comes to your career, but they're not actually. Could you clarify 2 of Swords? Yeah, you may be torn between starting something and because we do have here the Hierophant, but we also have the 6 of Wands. So this could be public recognition. Some of you guys could be stuck between your self-employment or your urge to be self-employed versus your urge to do 9 to 5. I feel like some of your endeavors when it comes to self-employment or business wise requires you to invest money, and because of that you have to have like another job to sustain it. Can you clarify King of Swords? I see you moving a bit more strategic when it comes to your success. Yeah, you guys could have a lot of ideas, a lot of avenues, a lot of ways you can get to where you need to be. You guys could be hyper fixated on success and trying to make it. This is giving more self-employment than 9 to 5, but you're needing to work a lot more strategic, okay? It's not impossible what you're working towards, what I'm getting here, in terms of the career itself. In terms of making that money, it will be a while before you see like really big amounts of money that you could fully live off of. But it is always good to have multiple streams of income. It's never good to just have one, because you just never know, especially if it's online, the internet. Like, yeah, it's always good to have a backup. Okay, with the Strength card, some of you could need a bit more motivation getting things done or starting things up. But once you are started up and you're already in, like, you do go full mode of like hustle. Okay, can you clarify the Strength card? Yeah, there could be a need to walk away from certain places, workplaces, or just environments in regards to your career. You guys could be holding back a little bit. If this is a 9 to 5, I do see you kind of being a little bit distant, not wanting to assimilate. But if this is like self-employment, you could have taken a long break. I want to find out why. If this is self-employment and they've taken a break, why is that? Could have been just a mental health break. Okay, you could have revisited what you were meant to do before, or something from the past before. You could have went back to a job, back to 9 to 5. There's just something going on about revisiting the past. I don't know if you guys questioned or doubted whether your business would pick up, or whether what you're trying to achieve self-employment wise would pick up. But I do see it being able to be pick up, but what you're going through is just a temporary spat. I can't believe I didn't ask for advice. Yeah, I do see a lot of abundance coming in after a period of time. But this happens the more you're being yourself, especially if it is self-employed, like it's something online. The more authentic you are to yourself, the rapid and more faster results you're going to get when it comes to your success. And if you wanted a confirmation whether this is destined for you, it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not getting much about the 9 to 5 message anymore. Like, I think the only thing that was coming up was more like the workplace environment and not really assimilating. But establishing your ground, establishing a reputation at work, even if you do stick out. But with this alchemy, yeah, some of you guys could be trying to work on yourself behind the scenes to increase your level of success. But it's working though, because it's giving an energy of blending the spirituality with the logic, especially if you go and get readings from tarot readers about what to do next in regards to your career. Tell me more about the career of part 2. Yeah, I feel like as long as you're remaining consistent, don't worry so much about the results. As long as you love what you do and you're remaining... Oh my god, I'm scared, sorry. 1 second. Sorry. I heard something that made me like freak out. Anyways, I was like, what was that? Anyways, yeah, so what was that? Because my son is here, but it's just I heard it here and the door was closed and I'm like, what the hell was that? Anyways, sorry guys. I thought like I heard a mouse or something. So I was like, what was that? I hope not, because if that's the case, I'm gonna cry. Anyways, sorry, that took me off path. Okay, so maybe some of you guys are getting distracted. Okay, I feel like you have your eye on the prize, but you may be needing the support. Tell me more about the career. Yeah, it's almost like giving an energy of 1 second, Harris. It's like you're giving the energy of I work alone. Sometimes you guys may need reassurance that this is the right path for you, and it is. With this 9 of Swords, it is the right path for you, but I feel like there's just going to be certain parts of your story that require you to just not give up and just have to go at it alone. But there's a big focus on just doing something that is more authentic to yourself, doing something that makes you smile. Even if you're seeing slow progression, it will pick up the more you stop caring, the more you stop monitoring. Because I'm hearing a watched pot never one second, Harris, a watched pot never boils. That's what I'm getting. But yeah, completeness and focus. So as long as you stay consistent on what you do believe and don't allow any negative energy to penetrate it, I do see this taking off. I heard, what did I hear? I heard a week, but I don't think it's like next week. I heard something happening in a week, but I don't know. Why did I hear that? A week. Maybe I can try and confirm. So what's this a week I heard? What's this got to do with anything? A week. It's something to do with the workplace. A week. A week. Can you clarify this Three of Pentacles? Why did I hear a week? You may go through a temporary spat where you're actually really worried about whether something's for you. You may question your skills because you may not feel as supported at times. But seek the validation from within. This is giving solar plexus energy. Seek the validation from within. The more you believe in yourself, the more other people are going to start celebrating you after. So first people watch, then you're going to notice people, you're going to notice a lot of people copying, okay? This sound, Harris... Yeah, sorry, this reading seems all over the place, I'm not gonna lie, because I think I was distracted by a sound that I heard that really scared me. I was like, what was going on? Yeah, so it kind of threw me off. But yeah, it's giving more self-employment for this pile. I'm not getting so much of the 9 to 5 as much. I got a bit of the messages before, but it was giving more so self-employment. Okay, but I do see an improvement, but I'm not sure when that improvement will be. Okay, so yeah, just gotta be honest. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next pile. So pile 3, 27 minutes and 9 seconds. You guys chose partnership. Okay, if you are self-employed, you might be asked to partner up. You may get a paid promotion soon, okay? We do have power. You have the power to take control of your life, career, finances. Focus on your needs. Okay, some of you guys may need a bit more motivation lately. We do have the bee and the pomegranate, which is productivity. So I'm getting, for some of you, it's like you're doing, not the bare minimum, but you're doing what you can. You're doing what is expected of you, but there needs to be some sort of further focus on something specific. I don't know if it's you guys having multiple streams of income, but we'll see. We do have the Herald's Call announcement, significant news. Okay, you will be offered something, or you will get a call. If you guys don't have a job, expect a call from a job. We do have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's giving busy energy, like juggling. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth energy. Then we have the Judgment, and then we have water sign energy with the Knight of Cups. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You will be offered either a new job or a position that is higher than what you already do if you do work. If you already have a job and you work part-time, you could be offered something else on the side. But I do see this being good news regardless, but my battery is dying. But it's going to require you to pick up the pace. It's going to require you to juggle a lot. But if you have it under control, you have it under control. You may be also asked to do a partnership or a project with someone, doing something together that requires you to put your end of the bargain in. It may be a little bit tedious at times, but yeah, you're being asked to split your time wisely. I think a lot of people will probably be annoyed with you because of how busy you're going to get. But what about the actual finances? Can you tell me about the actual finances? Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. I see you in hustle mode, but the Moon card is like things are going to be revealed, okay? I do see you holding tightly onto your finances. There is a need to save, okay? Not sure why. I don't know if you're going to make a big payout or if there's going to be some sort of bill that comes through or you're trying to save up for something specific. We do have the 10 of Cups. So I do see finances increasing, but I feel like you guys are going to be juggling with a lot of time. Like, try not to overspend though. I feel like some of you guys may end up overspending something. But you will be offered something. but there's a need to like split your time wisely and your money wisely. Yeah, because you guys are going to get an increase in finances, okay? But I'm still getting an energy to save up just in case. Or if you guys are saving up for something, you will be able to buy what you're trying to save up for. But you're just going to be a lot more busier than usual with the productivity and the Two of Pentacles. Do expect good news when it comes to your career. If you are in a position of self-employment, we do have power. So you do have the power to manifest what you're trying to bring in. But the only difference is it's going to require strategy. It's going to require your absolute focus. Some of you guys may be quick to start something and then you may not follow through, or you have an idea, or you get the urge to do something and then you don't follow it through. There's a need to be focused and dedicated to something. You may revisit something with a judgment. I want to clarify the judgment. Like, I would say put at least £100, dollars, rupees, whatever you guys use to the side. Can you clarify judgment? Okay, you could be worried about something. I don't know if you guys are worried about being dismissed, fired, or if it's like you're worried about finances in general, like will I be able to keep up with something? I feel like it's weird because I'm getting energy where you're getting more, you're getting offered more, but there's more payouts, like there's more things to pay for. So if you're not in that position yet, please do save up for the time being. Yeah, because I feel like you're going to be asked out a lot. Friends are going to want to be seeing you. You're going to be offered a lot more opportunities. It's giving glitz and glam on the outside. But it feels like you still have to pay for more things. It's kind of like starting a business. It's like you may be making great money. The money like will increase, but it's like the payout though, like you still have, okay, now you have to pay a higher bill when it comes to certain things and you know whatnot. Like I'm getting like, say for example, if you travel and you get hired a great position, but it's like outside of your city, that travel outside of your city is going to be expensive. So it's like, it's almost like you're losing money, but it's like you're gaining money, but a lot of it is going towards something else like transport or just investing in a business or just do save up, especially if you are saving up for something specific. Tell me more about the finances. Tell me more about this call. Yeah, you will be offered a lot of opportunities. I feel like a lot of people are going to be demanding your time, but you will be this Queen of Pentacles. Like you will be able to provide for yourself and your loved ones abundantly. But I'm just getting like, it will feel at times that you're dedicating a lot more energy and time and resources than what you're getting out. So there is a need to save, but you'll be content with it. But you need to juggle a lot of things, I'm getting. Yeah. This will not always be the case, but I'm getting it's only the case between now and I'm getting like around May, maybe end of June time. But I think by July onwards, it shall improve, okay? But that's what I'm getting. That was very specific. I don't really like doing career readings, but at the same time, sometimes I feel drawn to do them. And that's purely intuitive, okay? So 333, okay? Pile 4, you guys chose modern. Okay, we have spiritual work. Open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. You are a light worker. Okay. We have shedding, reducing losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. Time to set higher goals. This is a very random thought, but some of you guys may consider doing something more spiritual, like on the side, like maybe being a tarot reader or a Reiki healer or something along those lines. And that could be part of your calling, okay? We also have expression. Open up your heart and connect with others. Express your creative self. We do have the fox and the ivy, which is adaptability. We have the ancient tree, growth, strength, and connection to nature. We have the star, which is Aquarius energy, air sign energy. We have the tower, which is Scorpio energy, water energy. Then we have the Empress. Wow, a lot of major arcanas. That's Venus energy. Yeah, okay. Taurus, Libra energy, and then we have the King of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is actually really positive for pile 4. I would not be surprised if this reading is very niche and specific and it won't resonate with a lot of people, because all these messages sound so specific to someone out there. I'm like, okay. But what I'm getting here is modern problems require modern solutions, because we do have modern. I feel like you're going to be doing something a little different to what is expected of you. If you work a 9 to 5, it's like you don't do things by the book. Again, I'm thinking of Princess Diana's interview. She goes, I'm a non-starter. I don't do things by the book. You know, something she said, I don't know what she says, but she talks about how she's a threat because of how different she is. You know, she does things from the heart as opposed to protocols of royal rules and regulations, you know. And it's giving the same energy with this pile. So modern problems do require modern solutions. That's what I'm getting. But for some of you, you're calling, maybe not everyone in this group, but some of you, you're calling, but one of your callings is to do something more spiritual, especially if you have been feeling lost and not knowing what you're meant to do. It is a part of your destiny for a lot of you. But we do have shedding. So I do see you being very different. I feel like you no longer have passion doing certain things that you used to like doing. So even if you are doing a certain job and you've done it for a while, it's like you may be losing a little bit of passion for it, but you're being more aligned to what is something that is going to be for you. Because we do have reducing losses, elimination, and completing new metamorphosis. Time to set higher goals. Maybe you guys have been doing certain things for a long time and it's like, okay, I'm over that now. I need to do something new. I'm going to do something different now. Or I need to move in this sort of way, this direction. It's kind of reminding me of the people that do tarot readings, but on YouTube, they used to do zodiac readings. Because when I started tarot, everyone was doing zodiac readings. It was popping back then. And then everyone slowly moved towards pick-a-pile readings. And then now people have moved towards collective readings where they're just talking about random shit that pops up, you know, like sometimes the title is just bizarre and it's just out of the blue. Like, I'm not saying it's not real, like sometimes it could just be absolute waffle where it's just like, this comic is crying about you and it's just okay. Like there's no context. Sorry, I just felt my camera shift. Yeah, it's like this comic is crying about you, and it would be the most randomest shit ever, you know. Collective readings do confuse me low-key. I'm like, how do I know if this resonates? Sometimes I'm like, okay, this story seems familiar, but I'm not quite sure, and I don't know, I need a confirmation. Like it could just be complete randomness, you know. But sometimes it is accurate. So it's like a new way of doing something, even though you have been doing it for a long time. So you may be called to do something that is like, okay, I've been doing this for a while. Now there's a reason that I need to feel like I should add some sauce to it, you know? Like, for example, I'm trying to think of a different example other than tarot. So, like, say, for example, if you have been, I'm going to just take a random job, like a retail. Say, for example, you've been working at retail your whole life and you're like, okay, but this is the only thing I know. Like, what I know is to scan items and have good conversations with the people that that are my customers, right? And you keep thinking to yourself, okay, I'm kind of bored. I've outgrown this. I've been doing this for some time. Let me do something different. So, I mean, you could end up making a TikTok account and like talking about your day at the retail place and then making some extra moolah on TikTok, for example. It's like a modern solution to what you could be already doing, or you feel more drawn to do something that's a little bit more you, okay? Because we do have expression, open your heart and connect with others. Yeah, there's something about you needing to network with the right people or connect with the right people that's going to really help you in your career. Like, oh, I know a guy who knows a guy who's going to get me through this door kind of thing. Because we do have adaptability. So do expect a lot of change in your career. I feel like you're not going to be staying where you're at. I feel like you're either going to be changing the way you do things or going down a completely new path soon in order to solicit more money and feel more aligned. And I'm not gonna lie, this new way of doing things may help you provide abundantly, because we do have the Star card. This is giving healing your finances, healing your resources, but it's also giving recognition. And we have the Empress. The Empress is someone who's abundant, right? So do expect this sudden shift, this sudden change with the Tower card, a sudden abundance to be headed your way. But it's about you taking the right actions, the right initiatives. So say, for example, if you want to do something online, it's like, okay, everyone else does this online. How can I stand out? By just being yourself. It's like, it's just the way you do things and just being consistent with it. Like, I remember Chunks from YouTube, right? When he only had 1K subscribers, and then one day I looked on his channel with 3K subscribers, and now look at him, he's balling. He's practically a millionaire at this point, right? But he was very consistent because his videos are just funny. They were just him goofing around with his friends, and he just kept coming up with funny segments, like a cooking segment and a rap battle segment. It's like, it's no different from a vlog, but the difference is it feels more like pre-planned, as in like, okay, let's do this rap battle, let's do this little, it's like when you're hanging out with your friends, but you're like, oh, we're having a great time, like wouldn't it be lit if there was a camera like just viewing us? It's giving that sort of energy. So Harris, yeah, sorry, I can't hear myself, so I'm like, yeah. So we do have growth, strength, and connection to nature. So you guys are needing to be a little bit more rooted in reality. Like, it's okay to dream big, but don't necessarily like abandon the logics of things. Do move strategically. Do plan ahead when it comes to your creativity, because I do see you making a lot of money doing something creative, whether it be content, tarot reading even. I'm not getting it's something that is like shared though. Like, I'm not getting like you and someone working together to join forces, but it's like you will be networking with the right people. But you need to be consistent with it. It's like, it's very much giving a modern way of making money. So it's not the traditional, I go to university, I become a lawyer, I become a doctor. Like, it's giving more of like something more of like, I never thought I'd earn money this way. Yeah. It's something that's going to require you to be adaptable. So make sure your schedule is free, because you will be getting a lot of invites out to do things, but that's your way of promoting what you do. Okay. And even if you are like freelancing, it's like, it's giving an energy of like self-promotion by actually talking to people, meeting people, mention what you do to people. This is a time to not be closed off about what you do. Okay. It's more so self-employment for this pile. I'm not getting much of 9-to-5 energy, okay? I think pile 1 and pile a little bit of 3, more so 2. Yeah, 1 that is more like a self-employment energy, but this pile is more about like, what do you bring to the table? This is solely based on you, okay? I will get more cards though, so I want to know, tell me more about the finances. We do know there's an increase because of the Empress and the Star and the King of Wands. It's a sudden expectation that gets shifted in your favor. Tell me more about the finances of pile 4. Yeah, you will be getting a lot more stable, but don't worry about hitting a glass roof. Like, oh my God, like, is this all I'm gonna earn? Like, if it's self-employment, there is no limit, or at least there shouldn't be a limit. There should be always a way to generate more. But if this is like working 9-to-5, then yeah, so consider doing something else on the side. It's always good to feel safe and stable by having more than one income. But yeah, it's something that's going to yield you a lot of stability. You may even enter a partnership if you're single. You may even enter a partnership where your finances are increased, and you do get to be this Empress where you're in the energy of receiving, as opposed to always having to do everything by yourself. Because I'm hearing, let me cater to you. Some of you may get pregnant and you may have someone taking care of you, okay? Because this is also giving me just marriage vibes, like an adaptability of your finances, okay? But that's what I'm getting. I'm so sorry if this is just random. I don't know why I didn't get advice. I don't know what I was thinking, because I'm like, I needed some advice. Or maybe I should do that. So maybe I should make an advice spread. I'll actually do that. I'll actually do that. Because I'm like, how can I talk about finances and not give advice? Hold on one second. Let me get my deck. Let me get my advice deck. I think I'm just going to use this one. So what advice do you have for pile 1 regarding their career? Okay. We have there's something better. So if pile 1 is going through a transition at work or leaving a workplace, there is something better. Okay, what advice do you have for pile 2 regarding finances and career? We have, yes, perfect timing in the near future. So this could have been a confirmation as to whether you're on the right path, as to whether something's going to work out for you. And this is a resounding yes, at the perfect timing in the near future. So don't give up on those dreams. Okay, so for pile 3, what advice do you have for pile 3 regarding finances and career? We do have choose a new direction. Okay, so power 3, you're being advised to choose a new way of doing things, a new direction. Not necessarily saying leave or abandon what you're doing, but there could be another skill that you should be catering to that's going to get you the bag, going to get you more moolah, or something that's more aligned for you. Okay, so what advice do you have for power 4 regarding power 4's finances? We have don't worry, okay? Oh, sorry, not don't worry, don't stop. Yeah, so keep the hustle going, okay? If you need the confirmation that you're on the right path, you are. So don't stop, keep hustling, okay? That's all I'm getting for everyone. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and take care. Bye.